Hello there guys, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering! Only joking, it's Andy and welcome back to Peninsula Painting Projects, baby! So as you know, this channel has been overruled and overtaken by Magic the Gathering recently. Let's zoom in a little bit there, that's better, focus. So, as you know, recently I've gone back into Magic the Gathering, and I know I've been saying I used to collect it about 17 years ago, but you know what guys, let's forget I even said that, because I entered my first pre-release on Sunday the 14th of January 2018, and let's just say as time went on I improved. Unfortunately I actually didn't win any matches, but I can say obviously I know how to play. I know what the mana's for, but it's just remembering the certain little attributes from the cards. Later on in the game I made some major mess ups. That's a bit better. I made some major mess ups at the end of the game, which cost me a lot. But anyway, this is my pre-release pack, which this is the first one I've ever purchased, which is pretty cool. You know, the artwork's lovely on that dinosaur and some sort of warrior / mage there, and the same on the back as well. Bit of bump there, and I love this little I'm loving this little pack here as well. You know, I can store all my cards in this. So this is what we get in it. We got a little balloon, a blue 20-sided dice which tracks all your life, which is very good. I've never actually used one of these before, so that was quite good. I was trying to figure out, you know, oh there's 19, where the hell's 17, you know, it was quite good, so put that to one side. So these are the cards that I got within these 7 packs. Got some bits and bobs here. From when I built my deck, these were the ones that weren't really, you know, desirable, but I'm going to have a good look through them. I believe this is considered a good card now, actually. I've been looking at some update videos, but yeah, don't get me wrong, there's still some good cards in here, but you know, I've got all sorts there. This was my shiny, or foil as they're called now. This is the foil. It's dated as well, 13th, can you see that? That's the one, 13th to 14th. January 2018, so that's that. I bought some little sleeves to keep the cards protected, because you know what, I've got some £1,000 worth cards here. So these are the ones that are taken. Well, I taken out on the second attempt. You know, I was advised to remove some of these, and this is what was left as well. Oh, bloody hell! Why didn't I put that in? Right, I need to put that to one side and keep that in. But you know, what I found quite challenging on this event was the fact that I literally had about half an hour to scout through all these cards, and there's loads of green creatures here, dinosaurs that are pretty powerful here. You know, there's a lot of cards to go through, and there's, you know, not enough time, and with me being inexperienced in this game, you know, that probably messed things up. So I'll have another look through them later, but I'll show you what my deck ended up being like. So obviously this is all my lands, and as you can tell, black, red and blue I chose. So that's better. Try to get used to all this new lighting, guys. So got a couple of a vampire, Now this came in handy. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and look how low the mana cost there. You know, instant as well. So, you know, as I was, you know, refreshed on the rules for that, I can use that at any point in the game, which is cool. That's a good one as well. Lifelink. This came in very handy. Bombard deals 4 damage to target creature, and it's fairly cheap as well. He was quite good. We love our Human Pirates. That's a pretty strong card considering the low mana cost. This was quite good as well. 1 of anything and 2 water. When it enters the battlefield, tap an enchanted creature. So you choose your opponent's strongest creature. This was quite good as well. It's just, you know, it's a blocker, isn't it? 3 of them, 3 defense. He didn't really come in useful to us, but he's a cheap mana cost. Now this one, Stormfleet Sprinter, Human Pirate, haste. It can't be blocked. 2+2. You know, that's great though. I'd love to get more of them. This was pretty cool as well. Obviously, the new game's got a feature. Well, Ixalan features a lot of dinosaurs, doesn't it? So if a dinosaur hunter deals damage to a dinosaur, it destroys the creature. So even if you've got, you know, against a 7/7 dinosaur, for example, he gets killed, but you kill him as well. Awesome stuff. And you know, I love the flying. I love the flying creatures. So that's another thing that I learned. Raid. So obviously you get 2 main phases, don't you, in your turn. So I didn't realise that through the first couple of stages of each game. So I was like, say, playing him first, and then someone said to me, "Why are you doing that?" I said, "Well, what do you mean?" And he was going, "Well, attack with something else. Then obviously don't tap it, don't bring anything out. Attack with something else, and then bring him in, and he becomes a 1/1. So that if I need to block, then I've got 3 to block it." This was quite good. Gleaming Wall. So Gleaming Barrier. It's a wall for defense. See, raid again. 3 turn. Recovery. Bring it back to the graveyard into your hand. That's good. Now, this was a very good card as well, which all these I'm keeping, unfortunately, guys. Sorry. So it's a menace. Players can't gain life. So menace is where you need the opponent needs 2 cards to block him. And whenever another creature enters the battlefield, Rampage, Ferociodon. Yeah, Ferociodon deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. But one of the lads who, you know, he's really sound actually. He actually said to me, "Make sure when you play this card that you remember this 1 damage, because your opponent, if they're a competitive player, will not tell you, will not remind you." So I had to keep on reminding myself about that. Here's another flyer. He came in pretty handy, to be honest. Though he's flying as long as he's attacking. Traveler's Amulet. So you can sacrifice it. Sorry, I keep on burping, guys. So you can sacrifice this and get a basic land from your card. Yeah, so you can get a basic land from your deck, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. Instant, put target artifact or creature on top of its owner's library. That's not too bad, is it? Yep. Now this is another card that came in very, very handy when I was playing. It's a hostage. Basically, your opponent throws out, you know, again, a 7/7 creature. You take that creature hostage. So, for example, let's just say my opponent brings this out. Obviously, you wouldn't take this hostage. So, I take that hostage, right? That's now mine. On my next turn, I need to play to whatever it says, but you don't have to have that specific mana. So, say if it said 2 normal and another thing, you'd have to make sure you tap them that becomes into play, and I draw a card then. So that was pretty good. Wouldn't mind getting more of them. Blah 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 blah, draw a card and you lose 1 life. Well, that doesn't really come in handy, so that's why I put these on the bottom, because I want to get rid of them. So that can go. And I didn't really find, I used it because I was gonna lose, and I still lost anyway, and it did sort of come in handy, but I couldn't have really pulled the game back, so them two are definitely out, and most of these are going to stay. So that's that, guys. Let us know what you think about my deck. If you think it's any good, let us know. I'm liking this one, to be honest. Don't know if I should try and do a green deck. Now, as you probably know with all my Warhammer videos, I'm a bit obsessive, aren't I? If I start collecting a genre of game, I end up starting collecting the whole bloody lot. So I've shot myself in the foot again, haven't I? So yeah, guys, nice one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you later. Ta-ra!